May is Asian History Month in Canada, and this morning we're taking a look at a chapter in history that you might not have heard about. And we're doing it with the help of an author who weaves fact with fiction, mixing myths and magic and rooting it all in a really good read. The Library of Legends is the story of a group of Chinese refugees, student refugees, traveling across China in the aftermath of the Japanese invasion in 1937. Author Janie Chang is joining us this morning from Vancouver on the phone. Good to speak with you this morning.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, Janie.
Hello.
Hi, I'm so glad that we can connect this morning.
So am I, and thank you for inviting me.
Let's share a little bit of this time in history with people. This book is fiction, but it is based on fact. And for anyone who is watching and maybe not familiar with this part of history, what was going on in China during the Second World War?
This was actually in 1937, before the Second World War proper. And when Japan and China went to war, one of the things that happened was that the Chinese government was absolutely desperate to protect its university students, because although China had a huge population, there were literally only about 43,000 students educated to the university level back then. So the government asked all the universities to evacuate and move from coastal China into the interior. And 77 of these universities did this huge migration, becoming student refugees with their entire campuses, the professors, the staff, cartloads full of library books and lab equipment and everything. And some of these kids actually walked 1,000 miles, literally.
And one of those kids was, in fact, your own father. Tell us more about his journey and his campus that had to evacuate.
Yes. So he was actually he was a poor scholarship student, and a lot of these young people were cut off from their families, so they really had no choice except to evacuate with the universities. And he told me so many stories about sleeping in temples at night because there was no other place to get some rest, about trying to continue on with their studies, with their professors teaching them courses while they were out in the open and resting, or if they stopped anywhere for more than a few days. And they were all heading for their interim university campuses in the interior of China. And they walked all day, and they were always in danger of aerial attacks from the enemy.
Fascinating. And I love how you've done more research into this real-life, real history event, woven it into fiction. The book is called The Library of Legends. Janie, I want to thank you for joining us from Vancouver this morning.
Yes, and the Library of Legends actually is something that readers always want to know about. They want to know, is this a real library? And was there ever such a real thing? And an even lesser-known piece of history is that there was a great library treasure that one of the universities, the University of Zhejiang, carried with them on their trips. So even though it slowed them down terribly, crates and crates of books, they still managed to bring it inland with them, and the books survived the war.
Incredible, especially at a time, Janie, when people are looking for things to read. We're heading into summer. I want to thank you so much for coming on this morning to tell us about it.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.